Hi soothing souls, hope you're all doing really well. Welcome to another video of me using the rain stick. This one is requested by a viewer of mine. Tonight, I'll be whispering another story. This one is titled, The Forest of Still Echoes. It had been 1 week since Elian and the mysterious rain stick had changed the weather of the valley. The skies now held a quiet peace. Clouds drifted softly, as if they too had heard the whisper of the instrument's power. Crops had begun to sprout again. Animals returned to drink from the steady streams, and Elian's name passed from village to village like a gentle breeze. No matter how Elian tilted it or gently turned it in his hands, it stayed silent, as if it had said all I wanted to say. That silence made Elian restless. The villagers praised him, yes, but something inside told him his journey with the rain stick was not over. He remembered the final words spoken by the old woman who had gifted it to him. The first storm teaches you. The second storm tests you. The third will transform you. So, on a morning misted with dew and drowsy light, Elian packed a light satchel, wrapped the silent rain stick in cloth, and set out, following the path the clouds took, eastward. After a half-day's walk, the road faded into moss and tangled roots. He was entering the edge of the forest of still echoes. Stories said that the trees here remembered every sound ever made and whispered them back to the earth in dreams. Elian was not sure what that meant, but when he stepped inside, the air shifted, cooler, hushed, watching. Leaves swayed overhead, but made no noise. Birds flitted through the branches, yet no wings beat. The only sound was Elian's own footstep on the ground and the occasional creak of leather from his pack. About an hour into the forest, Elian stopped at the base of a wide willow tree whose trunk twisted like a spiral. From inside his cloak, he took out the rain stick and gave it a tilt. Silence. Just as he was about to tuck it away again, he heard something faint, not from the stick, but from the forest floor. A tiny echo, like a drip of water, followed by another. Then a soft tap, and a faint tick. 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 The willow tree beside him shivered. He crouched down, ear close to the earth. There it was. Tick. 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 Then a voice, older than stone and quieter than snowfall. You carry memory. Elian's breath caught. The voice continued. To awaken what sleeps, you must give what is taken. Trade noise for stillness and stillness for sound. He looked around. Who's there? But only the tree answered. Its bark slightly cracked as if in thought. The rain stick pulsed gently in his hands, warm for the first time in days. Elian decided to camp beneath the willow that night. He built no fire. He did not want to disturb the silence. Instead, he laid on his back, staring up through the canopy, watching stars blink into view. Somewhere deep in the forest, that ticking echoed softly again. This time, joined by faint sounds of wind chimes. When he awoke, the forest had changed. Where once the trees stood close together, creating a canopy of dark green shadow, now small clearings dotted the path ahead. The forest was not silent anymore. It hummed with low, ancient tones, like someone breathing slowly beneath the soil. The rain stick felt heavier, as if it had absorbed something in the night. Elian followed the sound of the ticking, deeper and deeper, until he came upon a pool of perfectly still water. At the center, a single tree stood, white and luminous, its branches bare but glowing faintly with a bluish light. Around the pool, dozens of smooth stones had been placed in a perfect ring, like a forgotten temple. A single step into the clearing made the ticking stop. Then a voice again, the same as before, but clearer. The storm will come again, not outside, but within. Suddenly, Elian's mind filled with memories. Not his own, but the echoes of lives lived long ago. A woman humming lullabies as she cooked. A boy crying quietly by a broken harp. A song sung at a funeral. The clatter of stones during a landslide. The sharp crack of lightning strike in a canyon. All of it poured into him at once. He fell to his knees, holding the rain stick tight. It vibrated faintly, not making sound, but storing it. Maybe collecting these echoes. Echoes. Why are you showing me this? Ilian whispered. The voice replied, because you will carry the storm to those who cannot weep. You will bring release to what the world forgets. This is the second storm. With that, the tree in the center of the pool shimmered, and its branches began to ring as if they were made of wind chimes. A breeze rose. The surface of the pool rippled. And then, for the first time since the valley, the rain stick made a sound. Not rain this time, but the sound of wind over grass. It was soft, constant, like the hush of a sleeping forest. Ilian tilted it, and the sound changed into a stream bubbling, then into the crackling of firewood, then into a heartbeat. Each sound matched a memory that flashed across his mind. The rain stick had become more than a bringer of rain. It was a keeper of echoes, a listener for those whose voices had been swallowed by time. As the sounds quieted again, the white trees' glow dimmed, and the forest seemed to sigh. Ilian stood close, rain stick in hand. The ticking had stopped. The wind had stilled, and yet the air around him felt full, alive, aware. He stepped back from the pool, and for a moment he thought he saw a figure beneath the tree, an old woman with cloud-white hair and a knowing smile. She nodded once, then vanished. By the time Ilian made it back to the forest's edge, the sun was high and the sky held a strange shimmer. People from a nearby village were gathered by the trees, watching him emerge. You came from the forest of still echoes, one of them asked. He nodded. Did you hear them? Ilian lifted the rain stick and gave it a gentle tilt. A chorus of soft sounds whispered from it. Laughter, wind, rain, music, even silence itself. The villagers gasped. Some smiled, some wept. One knelt, placing her hand over her heart. Ilian understood then. This was his purpose, not just to bring rain, but to carry sound, to share the voice of forgotten places, and bring peace where silence had hurt. And as he walked into the village, the rain stick whispered again, its voice soft but steady. The second storm had passed. The third was still to come. Thank you all very much for watching, and thank you very much for requesting this video. I hope you all sleep well.